Brown Brothers needs a new emerging market that's going to actually take us for the next 10 or 20 years. And if you look at China and its potential, we're talking about an emerging market that's just starting to love wine. And if we can be on the ground floor with some really strong values in that evolution, it's going to secure our business up here for maybe 20 or 30 years. First thing you learn in China is that things take a little longer than you expect. But with any new emerging market, it's often critical to get in early because you then have the chance to be able to get your brand recognised over a period of time. That is to say, you can get to the top hotel wine lists, the top restaurants, and by the time that other people get excited about the market, you've actually got a foothold. And that's where Brown Brothers has really managed to be pretty secure in the Chinese market by having a foothold with now a very substantial distributor which has grown along with us over that period. You've got to have perseverance, you have to have a long-term investment, and you can't say, I've got a bit of surplus wine, I'll go and sell it to China, and think that you're building anything other than a quick sale. There'll be no residual at all. If you actually really want to be in a market with a strong brand and an image and a personality of your own, you have to take a long-term view. And that long-term view is about long-term relationships, but it's also a financial commitment. You actually have to continue to put dollars behind your business to make sure it is supported. What's really important here in a market like China is to make sure you've got collateral in Chinese. That includes things like videos that they can use to train staff, as well as being able to basically supply product information that all the staff can use. At the end of the day, you have to make it as easy as possible for the person on the ground who's doing the selling. And if you don't make it easy, they'll find somebody else who does. We probably haven't really made any significant profits out of this market. There's a window of really nailing our brand seriously here, and we wouldn't be expecting to take any money out of the market for another 3 years. The Chinese consumer that we're really interested in is under 30. The over 30-year-old is probably not going to really come on board with wine to the level where they're buying on taste. The under 30-year-old is inquisitive, they're educated, they're knowledgeable, they're savvy, they want to try new and different things, and that's where our opportunity exists. So our target market here is the under 30-year-old and largely female. They're the ones that seem to have the interest in wine, and they really find it quite savvy to be seen to be a wine drinker. And my vision for China is that wine is a lifestyle beverage of the next generation. You have to build prestige, you have to build confidence, and you have to build a taste I like around what you're doing. And they're the three values I think is critical, and that's what we're working hard on. But that means you have to do a lot of tasting. So our primary task here is actually putting a glass of wine in people's hands in a fairly well-defined market segment. And we find that they do like the taste and they do come back. And that's our sort of goal. Every time I look out a window and see how many people are out there and understand that they're really changing their taste patterns, and that is to say people are starting to buy wine on taste rather than on prestige. On prestige, the French have done a wonderful job, but we know in Australia we can beat them on taste every time. And as people start to have more knowledge, they're starting to taste and buy wine on what they enjoy, and that's when we can actually really start to win. You've really got to be tenacious, you've got to be serious, and you have to see it's long term. You're just coming up here thinking one trip's going to actually solve your marketing problems to China. Well, it's a journey, and you have to actually recognise it's a journey of many years.